Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Mama's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists who have low subscribers and low views, as well as talented artists from around the world. Now, once again, I have no idea or the reason why they have low subscribers or low views, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, today I'm going to do my best to upload about 3 reactions, and I will let you know on these particular artists as I'm going along. So my first reaction is going to be Shreya Ghoshal, and this one is from, I believe, I've got it down here, Berklee Indian Ensemble. It's got featuring Shreya Ghoshal, Abki Nazron, ni Samjha. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right, or at least 50%. I'm expecting you guys to correct me and educate me on the pronunciation of the names, as well as any additional information that you can provide for me that's associated with this particular song. So that's going to be my first reaction of today. But before that, if this is your first time coming over to my channel, then please go over to my video page. No, instead of my video page, go over to my home page and work your way from the bottom all the way up to the top, because there's some fantastic, amazing artists which I do not want you to miss out on. And I've broken it down for you into various categories, so it's easy for you to look around and enjoy yourself on. So when you go into my homepage, just remember each category, those are artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And you know what, why don't you do a comparison and come back to me and let me know how you feel between these non-established artists and these established artists. Remember, these established artists was non-established at one point, so you might be digging in and finding a gold mine that no one was not aware of. So that's the brilliance of my channel. So like I said, enjoy yourself and utilize it to its full. Now, before I go on to my first reaction of today, I'm going to read a couple of your comments and give a number of shout outs. Right, let's do this. Shout out. I should do some kind of theme in it. With do. Shout out, shout out. Jennifer Lawrence, good morning, how you doing? Not the Jennifer Lawrence, but Jennifer Lawrence anyway. Stop reacting to lyrics only and watch the original music video as well as along with the song. That was Arijit and Shreya Ghoshal. Well, here we are. We have got a music video, a live performance of Shreya Ghoshal. No doubt my next one will be, if you do look at my recent reactions of yesterday, you noticed that I done a live performance of a video of Arijit Singh as well. So there you go. I think I've answered your question. Army Life, good morning. Jeffrey Richards, good morning, how you doing? M. Bassa, I think I've got your name right. John Roach, good morning, mate, how you doing? You're right. Look, if you'd like me to read out any of your comments or give you a shout out, it's simple. Leave me a comment. I can't say any fairer than that. Anyway, look, let's go straight into my first reaction today. So this is Shreya Ghoshal, and I've got it down here, and please correct me if I'm wrong, right or wrong. Most really right, wrong. Abkai Nazron di Samjha. That's what I'm getting. I know that I'm wrong, but without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it? I love the violin, I really do. Violins and flute. Get me in that mood. He's doing this with his eyes closed. He's playing the violin with the eyes closed. Everybody's got their eyes closed. The music hasn't even started. She hasn't even started singing yet. Yeah, that's number one. Let's get that clear yet. And then you've got 2 musicians who are sitting in the middle of what I just called an absolute powerhouse, a formidable force, a aura that obviously once you're around it, you're embracing her aura. Yeah, and that's what I'm seeing, that she's in the middle and her aura is just like gone vroom, out. It's like a force field, and they're in that force field. And she's just sitting down and she's got her eyes closed because she's feeling the 2 musicians who's also got their eyes closed playing this song. All 3 of them are in an unknown world to us to deliver something that's going to be absolutely spectacular. This is the unforeseen positive, the positive things that we can't see yet, but it's in their spiritual awe at the moment. They are looking at all the positive things and they're just pushing it into this and they're absorbing it and just energizing it from it. I don't know, but they've all got their eyes closed and they're playing perfect tunes. I know some people, yes, it's easy to have your eyes closed and play your song. Is it? Only to the musicians that know how to do it, I suppose. They make it look easy. But they all got their eyes closed. That's the thing. They all got their eyes closed. That's an important factor for an intro. I'm going to go back just a little bit. This is amazing. Now he's just got his eyes open. He's feeling this. How many strings has that got? Let me know. They're bringing me into a different kind of paradise, man. I'm telling you that right now. Did you see the riff that he just did? And he's got his eyes closed. That's what I'm talking about. For a musician, yes, they make it look simple. They really do make it look simple. But it's as hard as anything for anybody to do anything with the eyes closed. Well, a couple things. But being a musician, the violin, and he's got his eyes, he's feeling it. He is, like I said, it's like Shreya's in the middle and they're absorbed in her globe. And there's some serious energy just coming on that stage. And she hasn't even sung yet. I'm going to go back just a little bit. Come on. Now he's got his eyes open. He's a G. Can I be quickly brief here? This is a long ass intro. I'm just only realizing that she hasn't sung yet. And I don't mind that, but it's only just dawned on me that this is a long ass intro. It is a lovely intro, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot. I haven't experienced an intro as long as this before, but I'm enjoying it. But I just wanted to point that out. I'm going to go back just a little bit. She's enjoying it as well. Look at her smile on her face. How can you feed off somebody that hasn't sung yet? That's amazing. I wasn't ready for that, and that just hit me like an alarm clock. I'm going to go back just a little bit. Okay, she's like a songbird that's went through the whole different kind of alphabets of notes. Oh, look, how can I put this? I'm going to, just by habit, when I hear a lovely note, when I hear a lovely riff, I do my best to mimic it. Not because it's like, wow, how did she do that? Am I trying to do that? Even though I get it like completely 1000% wrong or whatever. But I'm sure you guys do that as well, you know, whether it be in the shower or I don't know, or in a car. I mean, you hear it on radio playing and you sing along, you know, and there's certain notes that you can't do, but you do it anyway and you try. You get it wrong. So I'm going to do that. not all the way off over it, but there's certain things that's going to be, you know, bedazzling me. It's going to be the wow factor, and I'm going to be like, wow, how did she do that? And I'm going to try like, and she does a couple things, and I was like, you know, so I do that with Arijit Singh as well. I don't know, it's just a habit. I hope you guys understand, but I'm not going to go all, you know, I'm here to listen to her, and she's already given me this wow factor already. Whoa, she hit me like an alarm clock. That frequency was sharp. It was like a wonderful rose, spinning the rose, but also feeling the prick of the rose thorns. Does that make sense? So I see the beauty, smell the beauty. No, I see the beauty, smell the fragrance, but still got pricked with the thorns. As in a wake up call, like whoa, that's how it felt a while ago. I'm gonna go back just a little bit, just a little bit. Wow. I love the way how she's doing her riffs. And I mean, look, there's loads of techniques on there. Thank you very much for sending me some of the links on, you know, what these techniques are called and everything else. I'm still going through that. I'm still, you know, looking at it as well. But it's just amazing to see it all in so many different kind of mathematic formats. So much schematics is in there, and I believe that she's just like the ultimate blueprint to follow if you want to, you know, be a credible force within this art form. Have I made that right? Put that point out? But yeah, it's a joyous, mate. I'm going to go back just a little bit, just a little bit. What? Okay. So it's not only is it breathless, but it's inside as well. She did there's that kind of technique in there as well. I don't know what it's called, and I'm doing a poor technique, but I'm seeing certain things that she's singing out, but she's also doing. But also doing that as she's singing out. And she's mixing those two together with her riffs as well. Gosh, she's crazy. Is she gonna still stay up there, live up there in those in that heaven tone? Let me know. Well, I'm gonna find out. Am I? I'm gonna go back just a little bit. See that? Is he a famous violinist? Obviously. He hasn't got his eyes closed on that one, has he? He's got his eyes closed on that. He's got his eyes closed. You can't have your eyes closed on that riff. Wow. Okay, let's go back just a little bit. Just a little bit. My G's got his eyes closed. And the guitar's not even looking at his, he was looking at him when he's playing it. Alright, he must be famous if everybody's clapping for him. He has got his eyes closed. Throughout that whole performance, he had his eyes closed. I'm going to go back just a little bit. Now he's got his eyes open on the simple part. Everyone's smiling and laughing. Look. This is amazing. I had to pause it. This is absolutely amazing. It's almost like the violin, and let me know what the other instrument is. They're communicating with each other. They're talking to each other. And the musicians are just the strings. They're the string. It makes so much. Look at this. The musicians are the strings that play in the instruments that are talking to each other. You know, like you got the puppets. Yeah, that's the only way that I can look at it. Not look at the musicians as strings or as a puppet, and the instruments are the ones that are in control and communicating with each other, rather than the two men. And I think the two men are looking at each other, acknowledging what the two instruments are doing and how unified they sound to each other, even though they are very, very unique in their own way. And then you got Shreya in the middle, just like enjoying this absolute moment where they're in her aura, doing these things. They inspire each other. Come on, it's like if Michael Jackson was alive and he invited you to his studio to dance, you're gonna do the best dance ever, or you're gonna pull out your guts to do your best dance. And this is like that. You're in on stage with one of the arguably the best singers that there is in her own entity. You're going to be playing out your heart and soul and spirit, surely. I'm going to go back just a little bit. He ain't even looking at the thing, man. Look at that. Woo! This is your moment to shine, bro. I'm just guessing that Shreya's going to do the same thing and she's just going to smash it out the park. I can't wait for that. I'm going to go back just a little bit. And it's also this facial expressions of these musicians as well. Look at that, man. Is that the guitar? Hats off to the guitar, man. I think at some point she's going to absolutely go crazy with her riffs. And I think that she's very, very unpredictable in that. And I love that. The notes that she's hitting is unexpected to me. I don't know if it's the same with yourself, but she's hitting notes that I would even, when I'm thinking that, is appreciate the notes, what she's doing, number one. But also you can't help but trying to follow these riffs. But as you're following these riffs, your brain's trying to register it and as well as anticipate what those next notes will be. And right back now, my brain is getting everything wrong. Everything wrong. When I think she's going to go that way, she goes that way. It's like a kite flying in the air. When it's moving like that and you're trying to control it by the wind and you don't know which way, but you're still trying to have some kind of control on it. That's the only way that I can explain it. I'm going to go back just a little bit. I had to stop there because I was just getting overloaded. That's the only reason why I stopped. I was overloaded. Sometimes when you're listening to something and it's like, stop, whoa. There's certain songs that I just can't handle when the artist sings it. It just gets too overwhelming. And I'm glad that I'm not there, because I'll be jumping up saying, stop, Shreya, can you just go back a bit, because I can't handle it, you know? So you got the luxury of doing that what I'm saying is I'm glad that is a video that I'm, a live performance that I'm watching that I can rewind, stop and pause. Because I don't think I could have handled that if I was actually there. I really don't think I could. I'm going to go back just a little bit. Is that time I'm trying to steal the show? That was amazing. Apologies for me jumping and doing some poor attempt of trying to understand, as well as, a poor attempt of trying to do what she was doing. It's a strange habit, but when I see something that's absolutely amazing, I jump in and try to understand it by just trying to do it, and to just understand the amazing technique that had to go into it. And like, wow, how did she get to that? What kind of, all these kind of questions. So apologies for that, but I was absolutely mesmerized, really am. Between Arijit Singh and Shreya, I know there must be plenty more. I will be diving into many more, but right back now it's my journey between these two particular artists that I'm interested to, and I think for now is enough to go through their collection and find out more about these two amazing artists. I know that they've done a number of collaborations with each other, so I'm going to be looking into that, as well as I know a number of you guys really would like me to do more live performance rather than the audio, so there's going to be a mixture of it, and I hope you stick around and check out my journey of this. But for now, absolutely amazing. The violin guy, let me know who his name is. He's trying to upstage Shreya, but I understand, because I think what it's got in here, no, it hasn't. It hasn't got the artist's name. I thought it did, but obviously it didn't. But yeah, absolutely amazing. And for that reason, I salute you. Brilliant.
परछाइयाँ